Hey world, hey universe, so happy to be back here once again with all of you. So this week we are going to see about simple tips to raise our vibrations. Many of you were really very curious to know about how we can do this, right? So thanks to all of you who shared phenomenal feedback first, okay? My love to all of you. And so the first thing is, I told you last week that 85% of this world is stuck at a very low vibrational frequency, right? Why? Because we were born that way. So there's a part of this brain called limbic brain or reptilian brain, which is sort of tuned all the time to pick up. Hey world, hey universe, super happy to be back here once again talking about different levels of consciousness and how to raise our energetic frequencies. Okay, so first, why is that 85% of this world's population is stuck at very low energetic levels? There's nothing wrong basically, it's because of our evolutionary biology. Okay, because when we were hunter gatherers, like living in caves, the primary intention that we had was to protect ourselves from threat. So the brain, a part of the brain called the limbic brain or the reptilian brain, would always be in that state of, would keep us in the state of fear, so that we are able to run immediately the moment a tiger chases us. But now we are not in the caves, we are sitting in the AC room, but still this animal brain is very active, trying to keep us in that state of fear because it thinks that it is protecting us. But we know that it is no longer required. Okay, so that is why most people who are not aware of their own emotions are stuck at that lower level of energetic frequency. The second thing is, this is science. Okay, this is not some woo-woo magic. How many of you felt that when somebody walks too close to you, you feel like sort of, like that? That is because your energetic body senses the energy of the other person. Okay, so basically the entire universe is energy. So this is pure science. Okay, now let us look into what we shouldn't do, because before we really discuss about what we should do, it's important to know what we shouldn't do. First, stop blaming and complaining. Okay, second, stop hatred, especially in terms of letting out words that are not good, that are abusive and that are not kind. Nothing can explain this better than Mahatma Gandhi's The Three Monkeys. Okay, so basically fasting yourself from anything that is bad, anything like seeing anything that is bad, hearing anything that is bad, or speaking anything that is bad. Okay, so stop hatred. Okay, the third thing is to let go of the past, because many times we just hold on to this past that we are just not able to move into our future. So most often we either think about the past or think about the future. We are not in the present. Okay, so let go of the past. The past is gone. Okay, you can only learn lessons from the past. By clinging on to the past, nothing is going to happen really. So let go of the past. Okay, the next thing is, stop taking in negativity from social media, be it newspaper, news channel, your social media, whatever it is, mega serious. Stop taking in negativity from anything, anywhere. Okay, and it's very important to protect your energetic frequencies. Many times we don't even know that we are giving away that energy to unwanted resources. Okay, the last thing is, stop looking for external validation. Basically, we think that when we do something, somebody has to come and appreciate us. Not required. You know your own true self. Okay, so these are the things that we should stop doing. Now, the simple tips to raise your energetic frequencies. First, fixing yourself. Okay, you are the only person who knows your own inner self, who you truly are at your core. You are the only person that knows, nobody else knows it. So if there is anything, any sort of trauma, childhood experience, any sort of hatred that is sitting within you, first heal it. Okay, so that you are able to grow out of it. Okay, so fixing your inner child is very important in this process to sort of raise your energetic frequency. That is the number one thing to do. Okay. Number two is to practice acts of love and kindness in small possible ways, not like big ways, but in small ways, that can sort of help others, or that can, through kindness of words or action, show those acts of love and kindness. Okay. Even if you are able to do that through prayer or meditation, well and good, because through prayer and meditation our brain waves are moving from a state of, that chit chatter, which is what we call as the beta mode, to basically alpha and then the delta mode. Okay, theta and then finally delta. So basically through prayer and meditation you are able to calm your mind, and then you're going to go into that state of really high energetic frequency where you are able to connect to the divine, and look at the magic that follows. If you're slowly able to do this practice, automatically magic will follow in your life. Okay. The next thing is associate with people who give you the dose of positive vibrations, because the world is full of haters. So it's very easy to get stuck in this vicious cycle of people hating you. But you have to choose wisely who you want to associate yourself with. So choose people who give you that dose of positive vibrations. Okay. Next, practice forgiveness, because the moment you are able to forgive something or forgive somebody, you are able to raise your vibrations up to almost like 350. The next is a super duper practice, which is gratitude. Whenever we feel grateful for all the things that we have, rather than feeling worried about things that we do not have, our energetic frequency raises to a scale of almost 900. Whenever we are grateful, it just goes up to that state of 900. So what I do every day, I do a gratitude journaling. I write whatever that I feel good for in that whole day. For example, today I feel so grateful for being able to connect with all of you. I feel grateful for the delicious food I had in the afternoon. So whatever it is, write those small things for which you are grateful for, and then every morning when I wake up, I set intentions for the day. For example, I sort of say out loud that I want to spread love and light, and I am protected by the divine. So whatever little affirmations that you are able to tell before you even open your eyes, set intentions for the day. Okay, so that is going to really help raise your energetic frequencies up on that scale. Okay, and sometimes, okay, what really happens is, whatever you do, you feel very dull and gloomy, very humane. Okay, for example, this is the story I wanted to share with all of you. I was just trying to do a webinar some time back, like 2-3 months back, just after just the mid of the lockdown, and we were expecting about 150-200 people, but then on the day of webinar I understood that there were more than 1,000 people who have registered, and then I tune in to start the webinar. I see 2,200 people. Okay, my heart rate went up, but still I was very excited. So I was just trying to wait for the audience to join in. So I was just trying to get connected with the audience, and I was just talking. I was just introducing myself, and then somebody says, puts in the chat box that don't waste our time. Okay, now think about my energy levels. I was already feeling very jittery that I am going to handle 2,200 people, and then suddenly my energy levels went all the way down. But immediately, because I as I told you, it's about being aware of your own body emotions, right? So because I was immediately aware that my energy levels are going down, and just because of this one person, why should I let my energy drain, and not where I'll not be able to serve the 2,199 people? That's not good, right? So immediately I did what I call a BFF: breathe, feel and focus. So I took a deep breath, I felt these emotions, I let it go, and I immediately focused on to that action, that I had to really do my best to serve the 2,119 people waiting there to hear me. Okay, and that is how life will treat you. But whenever your energy goes down, just become aware of what really happens within your body, and then look at ways to connect back with your higher self. Okay, you have to keep doing this on a day-to-day basis. Okay, and so this is one example of how life will treat you. Okay, And sometimes if nothing works for you, whatever that you're really passionate about, singing, dancing, jumping, walking in the nature. For me, if I just go dance with the kids at home, immediately, or like just play with them, I will be able to raise my vibrations like anything, because kids are really like they are naturally at a very high energetic frequencies, because they are very innocent, they are very ignorant, and they don't think any hatred or anything. They're naturally having high energetic frequency. So by connecting with children, you will be able to raise your energetic vibrations. Okay, so look at whatever ways that you are able to do it, but do something. Okay. And I usually use one mantra, as I said, the BFF. There's another mantra which is, I choose to operate through love and not through ego. Okay, many times it's very important for me to stay connected to this value system of myself, because many times ego comes in, right? Oh, this person has has hurted me, this person has done this to me, but I don't want to take anything inside. Basically, I want to operate only through love and not through ego. So that is like, what is your value system? Okay, so it's very important to know our value system and stay connected with that. Otherwise, you have plenty of reasons to let go of your energetic frequencies and just go deep, down deep into that rabbit hole. Okay, so be very, very conscious. And so I'm going to just finish with the 3 C's that will help you do this practice on a consistent basis. The 3 C's are basically, the first is conscious choice making. Okay, because you always have the control to execute your choices. Okay, because many people, though they know this concept of energetic frequency, they still want to stay deep down in that low energy frequency. So who are these people? They are called victims. They are the people who want to keep blaming others for not being able to grow, because they're very comfortable just doing that. They want to blame everybody and anybody else other than their own self, that for their failures. Okay, so these are people who are in that victim stage, but you have all the control to move from that victim stage to that victory stage. So basically, the first thing is about conscious choice making. Okay, the second thing is about consistency of practice. Okay, which is, as I said, constantly tuning into your body and then thinking, okay, what is that I am feeling, what is that emotion that I am carrying within me. Okay, so that consistency of practice is very, very important for you to really sort of be aware of your own emotional frequencies, and then sort of get back to that highest emotional frequency. Okay, then the last thing is to choose what emotions you want to experience on a constant basis. As I said, I always want to choose love and happiness over anything else. So basically, conscious choice making, consistency of practice, and choosing your emotions, basically. Okay, so choosing love over ego, choosing kindness and compassion over hatred. So whatever that you want to choose it such that it not only helps you, but it also helps the larger good, because by fixing our own self, by raising our energetic frequency, we are raising the energetic frequency of the collective consciousness and the entire world. Okay, and what I want all of you to do is to go type in the chat box that let us raise our vibrations. Okay, that is the affirmation that I am expecting from this community. Just go and type in the chat box, let us raise our vibrations. Okay, and until I see you next week with yet another important concept, signing off with infinite love, gratitude and bliss. This is yours, Riz. Let the soul speak.